Adorable pets dressed as your favorite Star Wars characters. Adorable pets in adorable costumes are something we can probably all agree we love. But pets dressed as Star Wars characters? That definitely takes it to another level. When it comes to fans of the famed movie franchise, there's no messing around. And when these fans have animals, well, you can expect that at least for one Halloween, one of them is going to be dressed as Yoda. Here are some of the cutest Star Wars costumes and pets that have worn them. You've been warned. There's a lot of truly adorable stuff coming your way. We can't decide if this guy is going for Old Ben or if he's just the older version of Luke from The Last Jedi. But either way, he looks like the wisest Jedi we've ever seen. It might be that very serious expression on his face, or how scruffy he is, but he's definitely giving off some older, wiser Luke vibes. Like the kind of Luke that lived all by himself until Rey came along to find him. He definitely looks like he'd be irritated if you disturbed his peace, doesn't he? Plus, this dog clearly knows all of the Jedi secrets, and there's no way he's ever going to tell you. Pets dressed as Star Wars characters are one thing, but add in a baby or two and it's seriously hard to beat. Combine the most adorable Yoda with the most adorable Chewie, and you get this combination that is too cute for words. Not only does that baby seem totally comfy in his warm, cozy Chewie costume, while this dog looks like the most tolerant ever, especially to wear that headpiece with those giant ears. Yoda and Chewie didn't spend much time together in the movies, but this photo kind of makes up for it. We have a feeling this baby is going to grow up with this dog as his BFF. Warning. There are a lot of dogs in this universe who have owners that dress them as Darth Vader and Yoda, and many of their photos will appear below. But these two, and the expressions on their faces, are some of the best we've seen. First of all, it almost looks like Vader dog is actively trying to seem menacing, but with a face like that, it just isn't working. And as for Yoda, well, he's obviously trying hard to look wise, and it might actually work in his favor. After all, tiny dogs like this one often look wise without trying at all. One of the easiest costumes to pull off for a dog is an Ewok because, to begin with, Ewoks already kind of look like dogs, or teddy bears, whatever works. And this guy is perfect for it. Since Yorkies are brown and a little scruffy, they've already got the perfect hairstyle going to pull off the Ewok look pretty flawlessly, like this little guy. Unfortunately, he doesn't look too thrilled about being made to wear a costume. But then again, very few dogs are. He should be happier because he looks pretty good in this outfit. Well, if there was ever a way to disguise your dog, this one wearing an AT-AT costume is really a great example of how to do that the right way. Whoever this dog's owners are, they deserve major creativity points. For this one, before seeing this picture, we would never have imagined that you could successfully dress a dog as AT-AT, but they've clearly proved us wrong. And this costume looks really accurate to the movie, so more points for that. Also, points for the dog too, on account of the adorableness, and also participating in these shenanigans. If there was ever a dog in the world who needed to be dressed as Chewie, this one is it. First of all, he was already born with the perfect hair, type and color, and face to pull off the role. In fact, it even looks like all the owners had to do was give this guy Chewie's famous strap and slick his hair back a little, and the job was done. If Star Wars wants to do that biopic of Chewie that fans are clamoring for, that might just be us. They need to tap this dog to play young baby Chewie. He just needs the strap and he's all set. Why do dog owners keep pairing Yoda and Vader together? Maybe it's because they're two of the film's most memorable characters? The pairing doesn't make sense, but it's still every bit as cute. Especially since this pug is actually Yoda sized. Since we can't see the back of him, he actually looks like an itty bitty Yoda is standing there right in front of you. As for Vader, well, he's pretty cute too, even if he's not looking at the camera. In that helmet, his owners are lucky he'll be photographed at all. There's no animal more appropriate to be Darth Vader than cats, especially black ones. First of all, they already look the part, and second of all, no matter how adorable they are, any cat owner can understand that they all have a bit of evil in them, and some of them are definitely on Vader's level. This one might be, actually, being that so many of these costumed animals are dogs. It's really refreshing to see a cat on the list, even though they are way less tolerant of costumes than any dog on Earth. This might be one of the best Star Wars costume photos in existence, if not one of the best photos at all of anything, period. It's hard to tell what's cuter, tiny Han Solo and the super excited look on his face, or his dog, Chewie, who seems to be reciprocating all that love, and then some. Whoever this child belongs to, we hope they've printed and framed this picture. It's absolutely priceless. And since Solo and Chewie were best friends in the movie, it makes sense that these best friends would dress up like them. What's not to love? The cone of shame is basically a nightmare, not just for pets who are forced to wear them, but for their owners too, who have to deal with a very unhappy pet trying to take the cone off at all costs. Fortunately, it seems like these owners have a good sense of humor about the whole thing, even if the dog doesn't seem to think it's funny. Turning the plastic cone into the Death Star is kind of perfect if you think about it, and it's going to make some really good memories. Well, not including whatever happened to this poor guy in a cone in the first place. This particular Ewok might be the wisest one we've seen. So maybe he's the Grandpa Ewok? Do Ewoks have grandpas? Either way, this guy is the cutest. He's got that awesome effect of looking like a full-sized Ewok standing up, and him being outside in the grass kind of completes the look, since everybody knows Ewoks are tree dwellers. The fact that he looks like he's holding a stick, which is pretty good, too, since it helps create the illusion that he is actually starring in the Star Wars. Basically, this dog could be a star. This little guy might not pull off a very convincing R2-D2, but he's definitely cute enough that we'll let it slide this time. It's a pretty simple costume, especially compared to some of the others on this list. But does that even matter with a face like this one? This is clearly a beautiful dog, and to any Star Wars fan, the addition of the R2-D2 shirt is pretty much the icing on the cake. He doesn't even look that upset about having to wear clothes, which means this must be a pretty patient dog. Good boy, or girl, whoever. Finally, a cat dressed as Rey. Two things that are far too rare to come across in the Star Wars world of pets, dressed up like characters. First of all, this cat has the best coloring for Rey, since she even has a bit of her brown hair, and the outfit, well, it couldn't have been more accurate. The only thing we would change is adding a little Rey wig, because seeing her signature hairstyle on this cat would have been incredible. Either way though, it looks like this girl is ready to defend the galaxy and roll with her best friend, BB-8. Is it just us, or is this actually the most beautiful Princess Leia cat that ever existed? Not only is this cat supermodel status gorgeous, all on her own, but the very simple Leia costume really takes it up a notch. Between the buns and the collar, she's kind of perfect. And then you add in the background, and it's like she's straight out of the movie. If they ever decided to do an all-cat remake of Star Wars, and there's no reason in the world why they shouldn't, this cat would probably make an excellent Leia. There's no way we can get over the sheer adorableness of this pair, and finally, someone's hanging out with Yoda other than Darth Vader. These two look like it's very difficult for them to cooperate with their owners, but they're doing it anyway. That's what true love looks like. Plus, they both look awesome in their outfits, even if being in these costumes wasn't exactly what they'd be doing. Well, either that, or they're just naturally serious dogs. But since we've never met them, it's kind of hard to say. We just cannot get over how creative this is. Not only are R2-D2 and Leia paired up, as they should be, but we love that they're reenacting one of the earliest and most memorable scenes from the original trilogy. Not only does this husky dressed as R2 look amazing, but the projection of another dog dressed as Leia? Too perfect. An all-dog version of Star Wars would be too good if anyone was wondering. You know, kind of like the Puppy Bowl, but totally different and way better because Star Wars. And costumes. This little guy may still be in bed, but we do not doubt his power even for a second. He's got that serious face going on, which is key when he's trying to pull off Luke Skywalker. Of course, Luke has his moments, but most of the time he's taking everything way too seriously, just like this little guy. And then, add the lightsaber, and you're officially in business. We wonder if this dog can handle the responsibility that being Luke Skywalker brings. Not sure, but we're going to need him to show off a few saber tricks. You know, for science. Either these are the same dogs dressed as Yoda and Leia from earlier, or they're just their doppelgangers. Either way, we're loving it. Of course, there's no better pair for two doggy siblings to play than Luke and Leia. And if you ask us, these two are playing off the most famous set of twins in the galaxy, in a way that would make the original Luke and Leia proud. We just hope that they figure out they're related before they start kissing, because, ew, or is that even something dogs are concerned with? We don't know, and maybe We don't want to know? Well, here it is, folks, the most adorable photo on the internet, with Yoda, Leia, and Darth Vader all in one crew. It seems like they couldn't possibly make a better trio, and it seems like those dogs are really appreciating the fact that they get to share that baby stroller. Of all the adorable Star Wars pets there are, the way these two are valiantly protecting their Leia might be the cutest. Lesson learned: if you have a baby and some pets, dress them up as Star Wars characters and win the internet. It's really that easy. Kittens are already cute in their own right. I mean, seriously, they're pint-sized, furry, with an ever-present twinkle in their sweet, sweet eyes. Just when you thought this cat couldn't get any cuter, her owner dressed her up in a Star Wars costume fitted for a princess. Princess Leia, to be precise. We just have to give it to this little cutie's endlessly creative owner. The teeny white robe and the yarn-made wig is just too much for even the toughest of hearts to handle.